All right, man. We up in here, man. Yeah, I'm switching the name again. We're going just Goodfella TV. I'm tired of people saying, "Oh, that just sports. You talk about music. You talk about rap. You talk about gossip." We just doing the Goodfella TV from now on. So, in the process of switching some things up, man, we got an intro. Do an intro. I'm gonna do an intro for the boxing live. Do a new one. Hopefully, I'll get to it today. I plan on going live. Shout out to Brandy. Send me a whole bunch of sound clips. I gotta remember asking for that. I need that sound clip from Bad Boys when he told Will Smith told Martin Lawrence character, "That's how you shoot." I want that clip too. But apparently Eddie Renato said ain't no negotiations going on between Canelo Alvarez and Jermall Charlo. Okay, he could be lying, he could be telling the truth. Okay, because the one of the reasons maybe because they want to keep the Longu Makabu option open, and you know how Don King get down. Don King has a boss's mentality, and if we're doing something else, then we can move on. So right now they got to keep their next move, their best move. But it's a Canelo not in negotiations for fight. Canelo not in negotiation for a fight, says Eddie Renato. So he said he ain't negotiating with nobody. He says, "Good afternoon. Regarding the next fight of Canelo, there's no negotiate with any promoter, rival, or date. Next week, we will have something concrete," said Eddie Renato on his Twitter early on Monday. So, I mean, what's next week? You know what I'm saying? So, if you ain't no negotiate, I mean, you just got to read between the lines, bro. I mean, it's not complex. If you're not negotiating, how do you come up with something concrete next week? Of course they negotiate. Eddie Hearn said like 3 or 4 weeks ago, 2 weeks, he was meeting with Canelo. So yes, they may not be in negotiation for options. It probably fights. Every option is a fight. You know what I'm saying? So okay, if you don't know the 411, I only got to read the article because I know Mike Coppinger. Okay, Mikey Boy, leaked out said he heard that it's he heard that more than likely that it was more of a chance that he hearing that more than likely he hearing the chance there's more to Canelo fighting Charlo than Elangu Makabu. Now he voiced his reason saying that he voiced his reasons by saying that because he used the Roy Jones cautionary tale that Roy jumped up to heavyweight and came down. It was never the same fighter and lost his prime. And then Roy moved up. Like I talk, Roy moved up. Roy moved up, pure muscle. You know what I'm saying? Roy put all the muscle to move up for that fight. Now you got to remember too, Roy was gonna go into the Buster Douglas fight, I believe, or Holyfield or something like that after that fight. And his father spoke out, who he really ain't spoke to in years because he wanted to be his own man. He was tired of his father, taking baby steps, and he wanted to take a massive step in his career. He broke up and came out and said, "Nah, we ain't doing that. Ain't no way we doing that one." And I don't blame him. Father said it was too much mass between the men. He right. I mean, Roy would have to sustain all that muscle on him for 12 rounds and not get tired, and that's hard to do, doing all that moving and all the feinting that Roy did. So, like I said before, if Canelo want to move up there, man, he got air. You notice how everybody got excited, even though he said he didn't say it wasn't true. You notice how everybody got excited when he said he was fighting Charlo. Even the people who don't like Charlo, they got very excited that he was fighting Charlo. Now he said Elangu Makabu and nobody getting excited. Like I said, man, I don't really have no, I don't really want to watch his fight. He fights Charlo. That's cool. That's cool. But like I said before, you know, don't nobody, really care. Nobody really care about Elon Makabu. But I understand Roy Jones did the same thing. Picked the weakest champion, went up there and took his cookies. You know. So I mean, at the end of the day, bro, everybody got excited. And he said we ain't negotiating, but we have some concrete next week. So something concrete could be like we have more of a direction we going because it ain't like Makabu fighting next week. Okay, but you look at the list of opponents that who he even fought, man. I mean, come on, which one was? I mean, if we looking at rank these fights, you can stop and comment, write it down, take a picture, rank these fights on best to least. The Kovalev fight was the best, and a lot of people think he took a dive allegedly. Then after that, which was the next competitive fight? Caleb Plant, and most people look at the scorecards that wasn't competitive. You know, Well, the next good guy fight after that probably was Billy Joe Saunders, then Callum Smith, then Rocky Fielding, bro. Like I said before, for somebody to be the AJ more the face of the sport than Canelo. Even though all the losses that AJ got, AJ been in way more exciting fights. Now he hugged up there with his opponent and he wants you, now he not even hiding it no more. Now he up there he up there booed up with his opponent and he ain't even hiding no more. Like I said, Charlo ain't got much of a chance, but he got more of a chance than Elangu Makabu, bro. They making stipulations behind the scenes of putting that Al Heyman non-disclosure on fights. But at the end of the day, bro, do what you do. Now Roberto Duran spoke out. I read something. I don't know how true it was. I read something that said he basically said that Canelo the greatest Mexican fighter. So I mean, it is what it is. Either I'm gonna stop bitching complaining about it and don't watch. He fight Makabu, count me out. Charlo just because it's Charlo. It'd be a good fight, but then again, you know that'd be a great event to go to in Houston or Texas, wherever they had. It's a great event. So I mean, it is what it is. So he said basically, they ain't negotiating. I mean, what you call it? Pre-negotiate, man. You gotta watch. Man, you can't believe what you can't believe what the trainers and fighters be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't really believe nothing that nobody's saying in the sport of boxing. You gotta just continue to call it a rumor. You gotta just build a relationship, and based on the track record, you know what I'm saying. Over time you can believe or you can't believe. That's just where boxing at. That's just where boxing at this point. But it is what it is, bro. I mean, we go to this Twitter. I mean, I go to this Twitter. So hold on. Hold on. Let's chop this thing off this week. I like let my hair grow, man. A lot of y'all don't know. I talked to my barber. A lot of niggas keep you get a lineup and naturally pushes your hair back. Now, depending on how far they push it back, but it's I know people who get people who get their hair lined up every week. That ain't good. People who get their hair cut every week. That ain't good. You know, it allows when you allow. Well, he said in Mexican, excuse me. When you allow your hairs to grow back and regenerate stronger, that's what you do. You keep chopping it down, and then grew back strong. That's why the reason a lot of these niggas go bald too. It's a lot of genetics, but if you see how you take care of your hair, how you stimulate them follicles. So, if I can take it, bro, other than the summer, if I can take it and grow it nice and thick, I'll just go down to one haircut a month. But this is what he said right here. Now people saying this reports that he ain't fighting Charlo next. But I did hear that. Hold on, let me pull this up. I did hear that if he do go ahead and fight Makabu, fight January 29th in Ohio, I should draw down there, bro. You know what I'm saying? Wonder where Don King getting the credential. Like they ain't Warren, Ohio. I remember. Hold on, they ain't Warren, Ohio. So let me see how far that is from me. See how far that Joker is from me. I could just rent a car, so they ain't really no big deal. Stop at the overrated. Oh, that's like 3 hours. It's like right outside of Cleveland. I drove there before towards Cleveland, so it's like right outside. It's right on damn on the border of Pittsburgh, on Pennsylvania. It'll be a 3 hour drive. I can make it there and back. It ain't no big deal, but might pull up. No, but he said right on his Twitter that good afternoon regarding the next fight Canelo. There's no negotiate with any promoter, rival, or date. Next week we have something concrete. Greetings. So I mean, he run the show. So right now he's saying that ain't nothing going on, but next week we probably weigh our options and do our thing. So I mean, at the end of the day, bro, he got the whole boxing world in his hands. He could do whatever he want to do. He never earned the right to do whatever he want to do. It was given birthright, but he ain't the first guy in boxing history to be having be popular because you came from a what? It's crazy. He ain't the first one. He ain't the first one, to do so. So, like I said before, man, you know, you want to keep paying for his fights, you want to keep doing that, supporting him. That's on you. But don't be bitching and complaining when other boxers do the same way, do the same thing, bro. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think if you ask my honest opinion, like I said before, I can't butcher him because old boy did the same thing, dude. Roy Jones did the same thing. A lot of dudes go up there and get the weakest champion. So I ain't got no issue with it. Just you got to make sure physically you come down the right way. Call Roy Jones, see what he did right, see what he did wrong. And then you come back down and get knocked out, and people be making excuses. But boxing ain't nothing but filled with excuses. That's boxing. And some of them valid. Training can't tear you up. So it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. If you have a business question, inquiry, response, video request. Twitter's the fastest way to Instagram and Facebook. And financially, you want to support the channel. Shout out to Reggie Singleton, my boy Renardo. Cash App, $sign, CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. Both of those rolling at the bottom of your screen and in the description. PayPal link is in the description. Cash App and Venmo usernames just there. PayPal link, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram links all in the description. Best way to donate. Comment on the videos, thumbs up the videos, share the videos, subscribe to the channel, subscribe button, bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase chance for notifications. Goodfella TV.